So AH's sister is desperately going after MTV, trying in vain to get them to denounce JD. Why? Because the win he saw was a much bigger one than I think most people realize, to the point that JD helped the MTV Music Awards outpace the Super Bowl. We're talking about 80% growth in views on social media. Yeah, advertisers see that, which means platforms see that, which means big, undeniable win. You're back, baby. Now, you know that things are desperate, too, when she involves her sister. Why? Because this is the same sister that betrayed her in the past. What's fascinating, too, is that this is AH's way of accidentally telling you that she can't win this thing and knows it. It's an unwinnable situation. That's the only time that her sister gets involved. You and I, we're going to talk about that today. Man, I mean, talk about gifts that keep on giving. JD is on the upswing. These people, they are losing their minds. Fun time, huh? Fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day. By the way, I hope you are doing excellently. If you missed out on what happened to JD, he goes on the MTV Music Awards. He mocks those people that tried to cancel him. And no joke, she is freaking out behind the scenes. Why? Because she knows that this is JD. He is getting everything that she has taken away back. So she has weaponized her regulars, her Eve Barlow, her girlfriend and mouthpiece, her PR team as well, but also she has desperately weaponized her sister. You can see the articles here. Now, the post by Whitney truly showcases just how desperate these people are, because they not only bring up the network, trying to cost them money, advertisers and on, but they go further. They bring it up in association with identity and the people's family, saying, well, I hope none of you have daughters. That kind of statement right there, that will ensure the only kind of work that you get in the movies is fetching other people's popcorn. But listen to what's said here. At MTV, you're disgusting and clearly desperate. And they are desperate, mind you, because they've stood with people like AH and her sister for far too long. Continuing, I really hope that none of the people that made this call have daughters. Instead of calling this the VMAs, they start calling it the DVMAs. You can see them trying to cost this. They put in their other hashtag they've been trying to promote over and over again. And then, of course, they put her face on there and they say that they stand with AH. Now, the reason that AH is this desperate and would weaponize a sister that she cannot stand, damaging any prospects that she has further, is because she failed to cancel JD. He didn't just win in the court. He won in the court of public opinion, and you can see it in the numbers. You don't have to take my word for it all. Listen to this. This is a huge statement here. Viewing of the 2022 MTV Video Music Awards was up year to year, whether measuring by traditional TV ratings or more recent cross-platform consumption. Cross-platform consumption, by the way, it includes social media, and those numbers, they are up by leaps and bounds. According to preliminary Nielsen figures, the awards pre-show to on-air replays, they averaged 3.9 million viewers across all the platforms. Let's just say all the platforms there. That's up 3.7 million from the 2021 awards, an associated program, a gain of 3% from year to year. That doesn't happen. But wait, there's something much, much bigger. Measuring across TV, streaming, and social platforms, Paramount says viewers watched 1.59 billion minutes of VMA content, a 14% bump from 1.4 billion minutes a year ago. Now, this next part, it is big time too. Why? Because it tells you, number one, this is all JD driven. It proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And number two, advertisers, they're going to tune into this, which means that platforms are going to want him back. Why? Because he's pulling down bigger numbers than the freaking Super Bowl. That's right. Listen to this here. The total minute growth was driven by a 79% jump in viewing on social media. 80% almost jump. I mean, that tells you people are paying attention. What are they paying attention to? The few seconds that JD was on there. Imagine that much of a hit with that little of a performance. Continuing, the VMAs recorded 40 million social interactions. Where did those come from, by the way? People talking about trending social tags, people wanting to know what's happening, the media impressing that and on, which was up from 38 million from 2021 and outpaced both the Super Bowl for a second straight years and the Oscars. Now that is a record performance. I mean, that's the kind of thing that salvages you forever. And like I was saying before, Whitney involved in all, that tells you a lot about what AH is thinking, what AH is seeing here. And she's thinking, hey, despite my best efforts, JD, he isn't canceled. What that means is if he's not canceled, people see her as who she is. They know exactly what she did. So her career, yeah, that thing, it is going the way of the dinosaur. See, Whitney at one time actually told the truth to her best friend, the person she called her chosen sister, Jennifer Howell. Jennifer Howell went on record for JD. We see all of this in unsealed documents. You and I will talk about that another day. But when you look at this, you have Jennifer Howell saying things like, hey, you know, how did that finger get lost? Well, according to Whitney, it was AH that did it. So, I mean, she went on record. She detailed all of this. She made it very, very clear. If you want to see what I'm discussing here in action 2, all you have to do is look at Whitney's statements about her sister. They don't even start materializing, really, until around UK 2020. And that was when suddenly AH needed somebody to back up her story. She needed someone to say they saw JD doing something because the staircase incident actually had AH putting hands on JD. Who did she get to come in? Oh, that's right. It was Whitney. I mean, over and over again, we see her doing damage control. She does it in Virginia when things get bad. She does it with Jennifer Howell when she opens her mouth. Now she's doing that too. And really the reason I think this is because the benefactor for Whitney, that's none other than AH. $1 to $2 million net worth. Where do you think that came from? I wonder, right? I wonder indeed. But anyway, let me know what you think about this stuff. And it is a big win for JD. They will not take that away. It's just going to get bigger. But yeah, let me know what you think about it. As always, appreciate the heck out of you. Share this stuff everywhere. You want to help out too? There are links in the description. Always could use your help there. But you being here, big, big help. Thank you. Ending here, thanking you again. We will see you soon.